The issue of the 3%, getting into the details now, that issue we are confident was never closed by the Prime Minister. It was never closed in terms of discussions with the Ministry of Education because they were never engaged directly with the Ministry of Education on this issue. I am baffled at how they can bring me and the Ministry of Education into all of this as if they were negotiating directly. Remember, these negotiations were a part of the three-union negotiation, the collective bargaining agreement negotiations, which they were the ones who took out the salary adjustment and said, we are going to take this matter directly to the Minister of Finance, the Prime Minister. That arrangement was an aside arrangement. So for that to be thrown on the collective bargaining negotiations and them talking about how long it took and all of that, that is absolute nonsense. Now, as it relates to Proposal 22, ladies and gentlemen, again, the union is indeed baffling. For them to say that there is this long drawn-out period of negotiations is factual. And that is the reason why all of us, all parties involved, the B.N.T.U. included, at that last meeting said it is time that we bring these negotiations to a close because it has taken too long. The records, the minutes of those meetings will reflect that I was the chairman and that I suggested that, in fact, because of complaints coming from both sides and because of the long period that it was drawn out, that there were some mechanisms employed over the period that were not very efficient and that were not yielding results that benefited anybody, so that we should cut off those negotiations and start new negotiations, something to which all parties agreed. All parties in that meeting agreed that, in fact, Proposal 22 was exhausted, and for the benefit of those who don't know, Proposal 22 was tabled first in the negotiations of the CBA. Once it reached a point where there seemed to be no support for it in that body, the request was for a cabinet paper to be drawn up. That cabinet paper was drawn up and sent to the cabinet. The cabinet considered it. The cabinet did not favorably consider it because of the huge financial implication that it would have, and sent it back. It was accepted that it was dealt with by the union, by the unions, including the B.N.T.U.,